So with a billion different directions that you could go and a million different tasks that you could be focusing on inside of your network marketing business, what should you be focusing on first to create superiorly fast results and create the shortest path from point A to point Z in your business? Well, in this episode, I'm going to share with you how to prioritize your day and your schedule to stay focused and on point to hit the top in your company as soon as possible. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 131. My name's Tanya Aliza. I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast while most importantly, designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. Now, one of my very favorite sayings, I say it all the time, where you put your focus is exactly where you're going to get your results. Well, when you have a million different things being thrown at you, when you have a billion different tasks that are already on your plate, how do you carve out the time to get your income producing activities done? I love to work in time blocks. Now, if you aren't already operating and carving out time blocks in your day, you need to start doing this ASAP, like yesterday. So here's how I do my time blocks. I have a very limited schedule, just like everybody else. And so I have 1 hour in the morning that I time block out between 7 and 8 a.m. Now, when I time block that out, everybody in my household, all of my friends, my phone goes on airplane mode. Everybody knows that I'm busy, and you basically close your door to your office, you lock yourself in there, and you get to work on your income producing activities. And so you need to make that commitment for yourself and in your business. Also, I have another 1 hour time block that I time out in the evening. So during those time blocks, there is nothing that I'm doing except for the income producing activities in my business. So number one, make sure that you are operating within these time blocks and you're actually scheduling out and writing it in your planner that those are the times that you're going to be focusing only on income producing activities. Now, in network marketing, what are the income producing activities? And especially in this day and age, we've got so many different ways that we can build our business. A lot of the people in my world like to build their business using social media or internet marketing strategies. And of course, you still have belly to belly marketing that you can also do as well. So where do you focus your time to get the best results in your business? Because if you're trying to build your brand online, if you're trying to work on your passive lead strategy, that does take a little bit of time before the fruits of the labor are ready to be harvested. So I'm going to give you my pure, candid, raw, honest opinion on how you should divvy up this time in your business. So you got to remember there's passive marketing and then there's active marketing, or passive prospecting and active prospecting. Now, until your passive kicks in and it's really revving up to a level, or revving at a level that you want it to go, where you have so many leads coming in, so many prospects asking you about your products or your business, and the passive just starts working, you cannot forget and you cannot neglect the active prospecting, the active marketing that's actually going out and starting the conversation with people. So whenever somebody's in my world, I tell them, while you're working on your building your brand and your internet marketing funnels or your sales funnels, don't forget to keep actively prospecting and actively marketing, because if you take the foot off the gas and you're not getting exposures in or starting conversations with people, your income dies completely, and you don't want that to happen. Now, there will be a day where your passive marketing completely takes over. If you're very consistent and you're doing the right activities to try to build up your brand, get your valuable content out on the internet, and leverage your sales funnel to help you to bring prospects to you, that will, until that kicks in, and that will kick in one day where that's really then all you're focused on if you are consistent with that strategy. But don't forget to do the active prospecting and the active marketing, because that is where your bread and butter is going to lie in the beginning. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute to give you some perspective, but you guys know that in every episode of Tanya Aliza TV, I like to equip you with a free resource that'll help you in your business. And I like to make sure that the resource goes with the episode. So today, since we're talking, and we're going to be talking a lot about passive prospecting, your income producing activities, and I know that you're here because you want to stay focused and you also want to build a big business, I've got a really cool guide for you. It's called my Internet Marketer's Guide for Network Marketers that'll show you how to build a passive lead flow and passive business online using the internet if you're in network marketing. And you can pick that up. It's absolutely free. Go through it and implement some of those strategies. You can pick it up on the blog at TanyaAliza.com/131 download. Okay, we'll leave it in the description box above or below this video. You can click that link. It'll take you to the blog post that goes with this episode. If you're already on the blog post, you'll notice a big yellow button right below this video. If you click it, you'll get my Internet Marketer's Guide for network marketers. All right, so it'll show you how to build your network marketing business online and really dial in that passive marketing piece of your business that I know that you want to do. So you got your time blocks. Let's talk a little bit about what you should be doing in those time blocks that's going to dial the needle closer, faster to your goals. So you want to make sure that in those time blocks, you are only focusing on your income producing activities. So what are your income producing activities that you should be focusing on? There's really 5 of them. The first one is adding new people to your list, okay, to your contact list. And this could be done through some of the internet marketing strategies that I teach in the guide that goes with the episode. You can also physically reach out to people, call your neighbor, message somebody on Facebook, go in Facebook groups. There's all sorts of little things that you can do, but make sure that you're adding people to your list every day. Now, it depends on your goals, but if you're kind of here to make a full-time income, make sure that you're adding at least 2 to 5 new people to your contact list every day. The second thing that you got to be focusing on in this time block is inviting people from your contact list to an appointment to take a look at your products, your service, or your business, to your presentation. All right, so inviting is the second thing that you should be focusing on inside that time block. The third thing is presenting. So in that time block, you're either adding new people to the list, contacting and inviting them to a presentation, and then you got presenting. So either putting people on a video, putting people into a Facebook group, and making sure that they get the information that you made the appointment with them for. The fourth income producing activity in that time block is following up. So some people have seen the presentation, or maybe you sent them a link, or maybe you put them into a Facebook group. You need to follow up with them, and you absolutely need to collect a decision from them. So make sure that inside that time block, you're following up. The fifth income producing activity, and typically the one that I like to do in my evening time block, is team building and training. So there's either Zoom calls that our team is doing, maybe corporate calls or team calls. Maybe I'm working with my team a little bit on 3-way messages, but I'll typically make sure in that time block as well, I'm doing some sort of team building and or training or calls that I need to be on in my company. Now, I typically, if I have 1 hour, I'll take half of that hour and I'll focus on those income producing activities. I'll make sure I'm kind of going through my contact list, adding some people, following up, making sure everybody is in the funnel the way that they're supposed to be. Then in the other half of that time, if I have the time, I'm going to be working on my passive lead flow. So what does that mean? A lot of you guys are building sales funnels, or you're doing videos, you're doing content to get out on the internet to bring people to you, right? You might be working on your website or your fan page or your blog or any kind of content, but I want you to focus on the active income producing activities first, and then the rest of the time, the extra time that you have, put a timer on to work on your brand and your content and your passive marketing strategy. Now, again, there will be a day where your passive completely takes over your active, but until that day comes, do not take the foot off the gas with your active prospecting and marketing. I just wanted to lay that out there because I have a lot of people that come to me and they're like, Tanya, I'm about your course, I'm building this blog, I'm building a fan page, but like, what should I focus on? Focus on your money-making activities, your active money-making activities. Get about 2 to 5 presentations in a day. With the extra time that you have, focus it on building up your brand and your content marketing strategy online. That is my utmost sole recommendation that I can give you to help you crush it in your business. And remember, I've got you covered with some really cool internet marketing strategies that you can use in your network marketing business. So make sure to pick up this week's freebie that goes with this episode. It's the Internet Marketer's Map for network marketers that I personally put together for you to give you some really good strategy on how to take your business online, on the internet, and really dial in that passive lead flow and passive prospecting strategy for your business. You can go over to the blog at tanyaaliza.com/131 download to pick it up absolutely free, and you can definitely share that with your team as well. Question of the week: how do you stay focused and organized throughout your weeks as an entrepreneur? If you have some really cool tips that allow you to stay focused and organized, drop it like it's hot in the comment section below. I'd love to hear some of your strategies that you could also share with our community. So, did you get some value out of today's episode? I truly hope that you did. If you did, let us know in the comment section below. Like the video, smash that share button and get it out to your team. And I will see you on the next episode of Tanya Aliza TV.